Are you ready for a little soul upgrade? I hope you are. Where do I begin with this? We have all heard it said that home is where the heart is, right? And this has caused us to place our heart, position our heart on certain objects or a certain person where we feel most comfortable. And in particular, I want to talk about placing our heart upon Jesus. As a Christian, our home is where the heart is where Jesus is. But have you noticed that even though your heart is upon Jesus, you never actually feel at home, but that there is a longing inside of us, and from time to time we will say something like, I want to go home, meaning I want to go to be with Jesus, or I want to go to heaven. Our longing is not satisfied because we're not home in Jesus. We're not meant to be home in Jesus. We're not meant to be home in heaven. We're not meant to be at home anywhere outside of ourselves. So today I want to give us a little soul upgrade and rewrite the subconscious program of home is where the heart is, and replace that with home is the heart. Home is in your heart. That awareness of home being in my heart, home being in your heart, brings the location, home, literally home, into you. And it eliminates the time, space, and distance that our mind perceives between me here and Jesus there. Even if we acknowledge that Jesus is inside of us, our heart is upon his heart and not in our own. And this little nuance is creating the distance in our awareness that keeps us longing, because we're never quite there. We're not with Jesus, even though our mind keeps telling itself that Jesus is in you, and yet we are disconnected from him. It is because we're not meant to make our home in Jesus. We're meant to make our home in our heart, as our heart. But because biblically we have been conditioned to think of our heart as desperately wicked and untrustworthy, it is natural in the flight or fight response to want to escape our own heart, because who wants to live in a dirty, wicked heart, right? So we ran from our own heart into the arms of Jesus. But that is wrong. That is wrong. And that is why, after all these years that you have been with Jesus, you're still longing to go home. You still have not found rest because the heart has not been healed. The heart posture, the heart identity has not been healed. And so we keep running away from our heart, which gives us the feeling of unrest and not coming home. We have to come home into our own heart. And when we do that, this is also the oneness that we call oneness with God, oneness as God. Our heart, see your heart as God, because that is the most truest representation of what God is. The heart in your house, in your temple, is God. So, if you want to come home and know the rest of being home, leave Jesus, leave the house of Jesus and come home into your own house and start decorating it with love and acceptance and devotion. And you will create a beautiful home that you will never feel the need of running away from again. Home is your heart. Home is your heart. It's not where your heart is. Your heart should be in your heart, and that is home. Come home to yourself. You're not desperately wicked and dirty and flawed that you need to be ashamed of your own heart. Heal that shame. Start decorating your beautiful house. Start decorating your mansion, and you will feel at home in yourself and find rest for your soul. Take care. I hope this helps. And if this message resonates with you, I would appreciate if you'd subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give it a like and share if you think these messages might help someone else. I appreciate your time, and I hope this really helps you. Bye for now.